Hi students, welcome to e-commerce video lectures. Today we are going to learn about fourth unit in our e-commerce. Fourth unit is totally explained about electronic data interchange, which is very needy in this hour because everything is going to be computerized, from small things to the higher level things. That's why data exchange is converted or changed from traditional method to electronic form. So in this chapter we are learning about how the data is going to change between the companies and between the organizations, within the organizations. What are the protocols and what are the standards and what may be the challenges that we will learn. So look at our syllabus. We completed unit 1 introduction, and unit 2 we left for later because it is totally hardware. And unit 3 we completed with number 18 videos, and with all electronic form, e-cash, e-check, EFT, electronic fund transfer. Very important question is electronic payment system. Another one is digital cash, and one more digital cash or digital tokens, digital currency. I explained about digital currency, that is which is using cryptocurrency. So just one small information I explained you about the digital currency, that is cryptocurrency. And you, whenever you have free time, please try to Google it and understand more about cryptocurrency, which may be in future it become part and parcel of life. This physical currency may be removed by the world countries and they may follow digital currency or cryptocurrency. Even some companies presently using cryptocurrency for transfer of funds between them and between to other companies. And unit 4, which is EDI, electronic data interchange. This syllabus I divided into these videos. Okay, so from the syllabus we are making 8 videos. In that 8 videos, the first video, which is now I am making, is the definition of EDI, history, when it was started, how it is evaluated, and what are the documents which were used in EDI, and who are the users of EDI. Unit 2, second video consists of same definition, history, and later again EDI process, how the EDI is running, and what are the components of EDI, EDI standards, EDI software, like that. So one important question from this chapter, that is benefits, advantages of electronic data interchange and limitations of EDI, a separate video, that is video number 3. And the types of EDI, different types of EDI explained in one video. EDI, how the EDI software is implemented step by step, that is also explained in one video. And EDI applications in one video, and legal, security and privacy issues were explained in another video. And last, what may be the difference and comparison between EDI and e-commerce. In e-commerce, EDI is part and parcel. Okay students. So from unit number 4 of e-commerce, we are understanding with 8 videos. First video is definition, history, documents and users of EDI. Second video is EDI process and EDI components. Third video is EDI benefits and limitations. Fourth video is types of EDI. Fifth video is EDI software implementation, and 6th video is applications of EDI. 7th one is a very important question, legal, security and privacy issues of EDI, and 8th one is EDI and e-commerce. Now coming to the definition of in this video, definition, history, documents and users. Okay, right. Definition of EDI. Right. EDI is a standard format to exchange business information between two organizations electronically instead of using paper documents. So this information is explaining that EDI is a standard format. A standard format to explain a standard format to exchange the business information between two organizations. So first look at to understand about a college or a transport organization or a telecommunication organization, and manufacturing organization. Their documents between a communication between in the organization and with the other organization, similar organization, their documents format will be quite different one to the other. So for each organization and for internal communication, EDI is bringing into one format. That is EDI, a standard format is provided by the EDI. So EDI is a standard format to exchange business information between two organizations electronically instead of using paper documents. So suppose we are G. Pulla Reddy College, okay, and we are communicating with Osmania University. So when we want to send students data, there is one format is there. That format is designed by university, and that was shared with our college, and we will fill the format which was fill the format specified by university, and we will send to university, like your college examination application forms. And all you people know about DOST, I think. DOST application form, a standard form for all over Telangana, will filled by the students, and it will be communicated to each college, those whose admission is confirmed, with the total information and your scholarship forms. And when you are applying for a special exam, ISET, okay, or MSET, like that. So there are the standard formats designed to communicate between the organization. Those standards or formats are given by EDI. Okay, right. Then coming to the right definition of EDI. Same, just now I explained, same again. It is a communication between computer in a standard format. Communication between computers in a standard format. When I am in bank, I want to withdraw money. So I cannot give white paper. I have to take one withdrawal form, and I have to fill that, and I have to submit to them. So there is a standard format between the bank and the consumer or the user account holder for withdrawal. So that is a standard format. In same manner, EDI will suggest or a standard format to communicate between computers, and those are within the organization or within the two companies or within the business partners. It is a fast and reliable, accurate. So there is no change of information, because it is in that format which cannot be changed by anybody. If it is a paper, there is a possibility of changing the information, but in this format it cannot be changed. It is reliable because nobody can correct in between. Reliable, and the information transferring will be very fast. Within one click it will reach to the global computers, whatever it may be, like our WhatsApp. Okay, once we press send button, immediately it will reach to the person wherever he is. And immediately we will get the confirmation with the 2 blue ticks that he read that information. Okay, so it is such fast because it is communication between 2 computers and with external entities, and that to do business together. So business documents, these are reliable for the documents and companies and which are doing business together. EDI documents can flow directly out of sender's computer to the receiver's computer system. This is a communication between 2 computers. When I want to apply for my PG and I have to download a form, earlier it is there. I had an experience with the NET exam, NET, National Eligibility Test is there. When I completed my MCOM and I have to appear for a NET exam. Usually what we will do, NET application form format is available in employment news. We cut that form. I will purchase one employment newspaper, and I cut that form and fill that form, and I will post to the address given. Now just you find out with your anybody, those who are seniors, completed their PG, how the NET exam is going to conduct. From application to exam and results declaration, everything become online. And at every stage, the student will get information what happened exactly. Okay, so that is flow of information from one computer to the other computer. And EDI standardized the information communication communicated in business documents. And you people are 6th semester, I think. You had GST, I think. Do you know about e-way bills, I think. E-way bill, which was generated in Jammu and Kashmir, taking the goods and can be accessed and showed as a proof at a checkpoints even in Telangana, and when you move to the Mumbai or Pune, wherever it may be. Just they are scanning the barcode and understanding that one. So a standard communication communicated in business documents. And now coming to the income tax, ITR forms are there. So earlier there is a rush in March 31st. And income tax department people made a special arrangements, shamyans and all these arrangements on March 29, 30, 31st. People are coming to physically to the offices and submitting their reports. So now you can't find any rush there itself because they make online. So from my computer to the CSC information will be passed to the income tax department through online. So communication become very easy through this EDI in this standard format. And communication is telecommunicated by value-added networks, and these are the protocols. Okay, simple mail protocol, ODT file transfer protocol. All these are the protocols which they use when they transfer document one computer to the other computer. Overall, from this slide we learned EDI is a exchange of electronic data between the 2 computers in a standardized format. It is reliable, fast, accurate to exchange the business documents with external entities, and which makes the business very fast, accurate and reliable. Okay, right. Then coming to the next, how the EDI transaction is going on. Receive EDI from trading partner, purchase order, and these are verifying with from where we got. We process it and we will send a direct communication to our trading partner. We received your purchasing order and we will process it. It takes 2 days or 3 days. Later action will be informed to. That is, everything will be online. online. Okay, this is just for understanding how the EDI is. So document is transferred from verified and acknowledged electronically. Right. So the history, now coming to the history of electronic data interchange. It was started in 1968 to replace the paperwork. Paperwork. So Transportation Data Committee is formed to develop a standard format of exchanging business information electronically. A task force is appointed for the only transportation department. The standards that were developed at this supported by the only transportation related issues. Okay, 1968, when the CMC, Computer Maintenance Corporation of India, was started, and it was given a task to develop railway reservation software. I had an experience of getting the tickets on paper. The reservation they will write on paper, and I had experience with the tickets of bus reservation on paper. But presently we are getting all the even private and RTC are online, and even train booking and everything is also online. So that makes us very fast, reliable, and we are comfortable with that. So in 1968, it is a task force was, they have thought that in the transportation we will try to introduce this, and a committee was formed, and later that was the committee was suggested standards which were useful for only transportation. Then coming to the in 1978, ASCII, American National Standards Institute, to charter a committee known as the Accredited Standard Committee for the transportation. For that Transportation Data Committee, and they formed a accreditation committee. The objective of that committee is to develop a uniform standards for inter-industry electronic interchange of business transactions. So this is only for transportation department. So the committee is developing a uniform standards, because just to understand your bus pass, look at your bus pass. That bus pass format is overall Telangana is same. So a committee was formed to give a format which is the application form format as well as a result bus pass format, and what to be printed on pass, what not to be printed, like that. So that was suggested. A standard was developed. In 1983, first 5 American national standards for EDI. So now it is changed to the other industry. They come across with the 5 national standards for EDI. Using Excel is a standard. Users ran into problems when communicating electronically outside of their national boundaries. Earlier it is inter-department. In 83, it goes to other countries with other standards also. Then these standards, when communicating with the other countries, they got some problems with the other national boundaries. So our way of communication is different with the other countries' way of communication. So that's why the committee has to forcefully have to develop a common standard. In 1988, United Nations chartered EDIFACT, Electronic Data Interchange for Administration, Commerce and Trade, to develop international EDI standards. So just to take about the license, Indian government license is different with the international and different. Okay, and you take the passport, visa. Okay, Indian passport may be different with the other countries' passports. The passport with such a color and print on the first page and second page and third page will be known to the Indian government. This is our passport. And a passport format. Okay, just I am for understanding purpose I am explaining about the physical forms. So to bring that into electronic form, those will be developed in for the understanding. So what are the for the administration, commerce and trade? Now the GST is implemented in 100 and plus countries. So the e-way bill format will be the same for all countries. That is for commerce, trade. Okay. So then Indian government come across with the QR electronic e-passport. So a chip was inserted in that. Whenever the passport is inserted into a machine, the data may be read by the machine and it will demonstrate on the screen about the details, and it will verify with my credentials which I am supporting, which I am giving, and they may come to conclusion that it is true and reliable. So which help the electronic data interchange. So the data which was recorded in that chip is integrated with that machine and processed and explained and informed to the user about the validity and sanctity of the information. So these standards take the form of United Nations standard message, which are analogs to ANSI X12 calls transaction sets. So after 1998, EDIFACT, Electronic Data Interchange for Administration, Commerce and Trade, which developed the standards. These standards become the common standards, United Nations standards for transactions. Users involved in EDI will reap various benefits. Yes. So there may not be protocols from different countries to countries. Now because of the EDI standards, communication protocols becomes easy and similar. Okay, that's why there may not be any hurdle in communication, electronic communication, that becomes easy to the companies to trade with the other countries and communicate with the other countries and improve their commerce and trade. Expense control and elimination of support for multiple formats. So you just understand the object of those. So when I want to apply for G. Pullareddy College, separate application form. I want to apply for Aurora College, separate application form. And 10 colleges or 12 colleges, 20 colleges I need, because I had a fear that I may not get seat. There may be a possibility I may not get seat in particular college, and I want to test my luck with the last allotment also. So that's why I want to apply for 20 colleges. So I have to buy the application form of the 20 colleges with 250 or 500, 1000. I have to move to each college to college, fill the application form, paste the photographs and attach the documents. So 20 colleges I have to do that one. So then with those with one application form, then it will be processed according to my options. So elimination of support for the multiple formats. Each college application forms are quite different. This is the universal standards, but for understanding purpose I am taking the example of local. So they suggested, EDIFACT is suggested a format, EDI standard format, for which will be acceptable universally. Right. Now we are coming and try to understand with the EDI documents. EDI documents. So most probably each company will send the purchase orders. what they want to going to purchase. You see the output is this one, but EDI communication standard is this one, 8505001. Okay, you find out this communication. When they typed in this, it will be automatically generated purchase order. This language and this communication can be understood by the person who is receiving the purchase order. And whatever the changes, you look at the N1 SO XYZ company. So when it was I typed XYZ company, it is printed here, it is appearing here. Okay, this is communication ANSI using American National Standards communication format. Okay, so this is called as standards or formats. Okay, so and that is purchase orders. Next, financial information letters. There were some standard of letters standards are provided, and that will be exchanged between the countries or companies. And transaction bills, invoices, shipping request and notifications, acknowledgement and feedback, and transcripts. Have you finding out the high school transcript here? Okay, marks memo. And you had an example of your last 5 marks sheets which are using the same format. So our Usmania University format will be set, and all the data when we are valuing papers and when we are entering the marks in online, automatically our communication will reach to the university server and automatically it integrated with your manuscript. Once the results are declared, then that will be manuscripts, all manuscripts are upgraded and they are ready to take printout. And even now DigiLocker is there, digital locker system is there, and where you can save your transcripts in digital formats also. Insurance claims, business correspondence letters, like this. Okay students, so all this information have their own standard formats which is in the form of communication with the internal as well external computers or companies or the individuals by using this standard format that is called EDI, electronic data exchange, electronic data interchange format or communication protocol. So simple to understand. When I am doing business in Tamil Nadu, so most of the letters are in Tamil format, which there the language is understood by all the people. And there is a letter has to be drafted to the other country or other state. They may go for English language, which can be understood by all other than Tamil. Okay, so here we have to understand a common language or common format is followed to communicate between the computers or companies. That communication standard is EDI standard or EDI protocol. EDI is electronic data interchange. Okay, then coming to the who are the users of EDI. Number one is government, state and central governments. The main objective of government is to reach to each and every citizen. You just take the Jan Dhan accounts. All the accounts are open in the name of women, and the central government is transferring 5,000 rupees directly, and that were used and repaid by the later. So what the government is doing, the exchequer money 5,000 rupees which is in central account or with the RBI account were transferred directly to the women who lived at a corner or village. So that is the beauty of communication. Okay, so NIC is developed like that, software is developed like that, Raitu Bandhu, and even central government, state government, DBT, direct benefit transfers, and your gas subsidy amount, and whatever the amount you paid for consuming or having the petrol at petrol pump. So all these are possible with the NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. And there is a project which is taken up by the NPCI, that NPCI is limited in India, and that is also taking up forward, and you can transfer money with the foreign countries also. They are coming with that project. So with the EDI users, one is central and state governments, and which are taking the many IT projects in collaboration with state and central government, making the last mile delivery of government services to the citizens. That is the aim. That's why with that, and Umang is one app is there. You just download and see that many services of government are for, you will get that one. So because of Aadhaar project, which taken up by the creator of that Aadhaar project is Nandan Nilekani, who is Vice President of Infosys, presently Vice President of Infosys, who is the project head of Aadhaar. And in this, during the pandemic first wave, US government transferred certain dollars to the each and every individual. So what they are doing, on each and every individual name, they prepared the check, and that was signed or taken a printout or whatever it may be by the concerned authorities, and those checks were posted to the individuals, and the individual has to deposit those checks into their accounts. Later money will be transferred. Just understand how much time it will take. Okay, but Indian government used Aadhaar linked bank accounts, and they transferred the amount to the poor people through the DBD, direct benefit transfer. Okay, even Narega amounts, National Employment Guarantee Scheme amounts are transferred directly to the people who worked. And banking, earlier banking is only with the physical format, maintaining the ledger, drafting and everything. Presently those are communicating each other with their banks as well as with other banks. Retailing, our e-commerce apps, manufacturing, insurance, healthcare, automotive, electronics, grocery distribution and transportation. These are the few users, and presently everybody is the EDI user. Just I named few. Healthcare industry, result in saving of time, money in healthcare industry. It is complicated process in the industry to organize, send data between two parties. So whenever I came to know that medical transcription. So the medical transcription in India, what they are doing, the records of American patients are making into digital formats for further reference. Now in India also there is no medical transcription itself. So whatever the medical history of each person will be, ID will be generated among each one, and the total screening and consultation, medicines, everything will be recorded with that ID. Central government was started that project, and it is integrated with its health scheme. Okay, this was more applicable in the management of both patient medical records and health insurance reimbursement details. So I need not worry to fill up again for claim. What I have to do? Just I have to type my ID. So whatever the treatment I took, automatically it is in that format, claim form automatically will print out, and that will be sent to insurance industry for reimbursement. Okay. So now today is 7th, I think. Income Tax India brought a new website that all my details which I transacted earlier relevant to the income tax, will be appeared in my ITR form. ITR form. Okay, that is so there is a internal communication between external communication between the health, that is the insurance company where I took Mediclaim. So in that tax portion amount is there, that comes under ATD. That ATD amount is communicated with the income tax department. That ATD was appeared in my ITR form under the deductions. Hope you will understand this because you come across with the income tax subject. So that is called as a communication between the computers. And healthcare, automotive, financial services, high-tech industries, high-tech value chain has become very complex. EDI brings efficient process in this industry. It is common to many high-tech companies relying on external partners to help design, manufacture their products. Okay, so I have to inform you that 2022, I think January onwards, each vehicle, four-wheeler which is coming out should have a GPS system. Present vehicles are not having GPS system. So with that GPS, with the help of GPS, number one, we can track the vehicle. Number two, we can control the movement of the vehicle. Number three, and there is a transparent toll collection. Toll charges when we are using the highways, and we have to pay the toll charges. So whenever a vehicle is on road at the highway, through the GPS, how many number of kilometers it passed, it will be paid to, it will be deducted from their account. Presently FASTag is going on, and whenever I travel 100 kilometers, if I travel 99 kilometers and exited from highway, I need not to pay that amount. When I travel 101, where at 100 kilometers point, if the toll is there, I will pass that toll gate and I have to pay that. If I exited from 99, I am saving that amount. Okay, but if it is a GPS system, from 0 to 99, it will calculate and collect the toll system. So there is a retail industry which we are enjoying with the e-commerce. Okay, these are the of our video, first video, which we are contents of our video are definition, history, users, documents and users. Definition of EDI is a standard format to communicate between companies and with other companies. History is 1968 for especially transportation companies. It started suggesting the format standards. Later it is become United Nations with the standard formats. Documents, many documents we quoted as examples, and users also explained in this video lecture. Okay students, bye. We will meet you next video lecture, that is EDI process and components. How the EDI process is and what are the components, with brief explanation of definition and history. Okay, bye students.